Hey everybody, it's Brent from Brent's VanLife. We're going to try and do something a little different with this video. A lot of you guys know that I'm into Volkswagen vans. This video is going to be about my Volkswagen life journey. We'll go back to basically before 1999. My very first car was actually a Volkswagen Super Beetle from 1973, I believe it was, when I was 15 years old. But my Volkswagen van life started when I was moved here in 1999 onto Vancouver Island. Here's a picture of my first couple of Volkswagens.
The green one on the left is a 1969 Volkswagen van with a Dorper top, and the one on the right is a white 72 tin top.
I was first introduced by my girlfriend, who owned the green one, to the Volkswagen, let me get rid of this, Volkswagen van world, and I fell in love. It's one of those things you cannot describe. You either love them or you hate them. And yes, a Volkswagen freak was born. I owned that white one for a couple of years, and I believe it was early 2000s, 2004, I believe. I ended up selling it and just getting away from the Volkswagen life for a while. But the more I stayed away from it, the more I missed it. And I saw this one come up that I just could not say no to in 2006.
I purchased this from a lovely couple out of Victoria, British Columbia, and then drove it across Canada, only to break down in Quebec. Got it back running, drove it to the East Coast, and sold it to a gentleman PEI.
Of course, though, I needed another Volkswagen when I got home, and I'd already pre-set up a sale. So when I sold the one on the East Coast, I had this one set up when I got home.
That's right. Another 1969 VW Dorper. Oh, I love these things.
After some time away from the Volkswagen community and stuff, I was had to get rid of the white one in order to buy a pickup truck, because I had bought a home and I had needed to renovate that home. So the Volkswagens had to go, and it was tough. I had bought a truck and a trailer, and I tried doing it the old-fashioned way, but my heart kept calling out for the Volkswagens. So probably it was about 2 years later, I got a hold of a guy I knew that had one and said, "Hey, you want to sell me this Volkswagen?" And he said, "Yep." Check this one out.
This 72 Volkswagen was totally repainted and everything. It looked marvelous, but deep down inside there was quite a number of rust issues. We put it in the shop, and, well, it just so happened I had a backup plan. I purchased this 73 tin top because it had an immaculate interior. I yanked the motor out because it was no good, and I stuck the motor from the silver one in. And now it had a rolling beast. Look at this baby. I really did enjoy the orange beast. I called it the orange pumpkin. It was amazing. It drove great. The interior was great. It's a 1 year off Volkswagen. They had a cloth material with a 4-inch foam, a few other things. But this came up on my birthday, and I just had to have it. Check this out. That's right, I bought myself a birthday gift, a 1973 orange Super Beetle. God, they look good together, eh? After a few modifications, it kind of looked even better. What do you think? Well, the bug didn't last long. More of a novelty thing than ever. Never really liked the Super Beetle. Never really liked the bugs. They're fun to drive, but I definitely was a Volkswagen van dude, or bus dude as we call us. We were driving around the orange one, and somebody had warned me
told me of another Volkswagen that was just across the highway from where I lived. So, I had to go check it out.
This green 78 tin top Westphalia was amazing. The engine was seized. We pushed it down the road and broke it loose after it sat for a while. But this bus has traveled all over Vancouver Island, found some of the coolest little spots. We headed to Drumheller in Alberta and even attended our first Camper Jam Canada with the traveling Type 2s.
I was always looking for that next good deal, that next great van, that ultimate vehicle to own. And one popped up in one of the strangest spots on the interweb, and I don't even know how anybody saw it, but I did. The price was right. It was everything I wanted in a Volkswagen. I love the automatics. I love the green ones. And I love the pop tops. And this checked off every one of what I wanted and what I liked. Let's have a look at this one.
This one here I dragged home, and man, did it ever look good. Good paint job on it. Everything was sweet till I started pulling things apart and realized it needed a little bit of work. So we ripped the interior out and we replaced all the holes, and we got it back to looking just fine. We've done a lot of road trips with this. I've been all the way to Saskatchewan and back in this one here. Attended many car shows. And we found some very cool spots here on Vancouver Island. Kind of missed this bus. But all good things come to an end.
Well, they don't come to an end in the Volkswagen saga, but that one there did, as I had issues with the starting solenoid. When I drove it too long, for some reason, it has an issue with starting, and I couldn't figure it out. And I tried everything and listened to everybody, and it still wouldn't fix. So I decided to move on and look for something with a 4-speed transmission with a clutch, so that if I did run into starting problems, at least I could roll it and bum start it. So the hunt was on for the next victim for Brent's Volkswagen saga. You'll like this next one.
I stumbled across this 1970 blue tin top and just couldn't say no. But all I had to do to it was get it running, and I redid the interior just to do a quick flip and make some extra cash. It was a beaut. All denim with blue camo curtains.
Well, we got that one flipped, and I was still looking for a van. I came across the one I wanted. We made a deal on it, and the next day on my way to the bank, I got a call from the owner saying, "Sorry, Brent, I can't sell you it." So I couldn't quite buy the one I wanted, and the search was on again. And I remembered, my friend Tony, he's got a van that is just sitting. I should go pay him a visit. So I did. We talked, and I was the proud new owner of a beautiful 78 Volkswagen with a Riviera rooftop. Check this one out.
This thing was immaculate and very little flaws in it. But, like Brent is and Brent does, he wanted to make it his own. So I pulled the interior out. I decided to give it a paint job inside and out. And, well, let me tell you, I just wanted to make it a little extra special. That's right. Extra special. I threw in 6 inches of lift, some big BFG tires, a front push bar, LED lights. This thing here was pretty skookum and very original for its time. And to make it even more original, we found this truly unique little trailer made of polyurethane. It weighed like 200 pounds. We spruced it up to make it match the van, and voila, golf cart wheels and some paint, and we got one of the coolest units you saw rolling down the street. My God, it was hard to let this one go, but my favorite Volkswagen of all. I finally got my hands on the 1977 French bus. It's from Europe and has a few different things which are quite unique to it. Hence, I wanted it because of the uniqueness. I even got a tattoo of it put on my leg. This was my favorite of all.
So as you all know, that little white bus is still in my possession. It is going up for sale probably this spring. We are going to wait till the weather changes and more people will be interested in it. But yeah, van life has been part of my life for half of my life at least. So, just living full time, going on 4 years right now, starting my 4th year, has been fabulous. So I come with a little bit of history to it all. And you know what? Volkswagens are amazing, but van life is just like the ice cream on apple pie. It's something that just goes together, and I'm glad I'm doing what I'm doing. You guys are awesome. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll just leave you with a couple pictures of what happened after Volkswagen life.